Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Psychopath Season 1, Episode 14. And last episode, the reveal that Tomomi was Ginusa's father, which was a shock to me. Like, I really did not see that coming. And then Akane went through this photo something to get an image, a clear image of Makishima, right? And they got it. And then the woman that Ginusa reported to is like, finally got you or something or other. I do not trust her. So yeah, that's what happened last episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys like my reaction, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And if you want to see the next episode. And please consider supporting me on Patreon. At patreon.com/feelingmini, where you can see early access to all the animes that I'm reacting to in full length. And yeah, so let's start this episode. And here we go. What is up with that dude? Why is he walking like that? Is it a dude or dudette? If you assess me like pink. Pink is good. Can you like walk the other way? Why are you standing there and not doing anything? That was stupid. That was stupid. Like, you have this table. You're right here. The guy's coming this way. Go this way. Why are you just standing there and not doing anything? Now he stabbed you. Criminals coming around. No, enforcers. Oh, they are in criminals. See, trust in that thing. It's broken, man. It could be Makishima like hiding himself under that thing. Clearly it's not. Maybe that's the goal of Sugar, to make their system like a non-star. He's about to kill that woman. See, bat her in the face. Why are they standing around not doing anything? What the Anyway, Makishima's involved in this. He's involved in this. And your father. Say your father. Mm-hmm. Your belief in the system. So they're selling these. They're trying to sell this mask or whatever. Who did he tell the plan to? The other dude that was filming? I know, right? They just stood there and did nothing. Couldn't understand what was going on. Still. Still. I'm not saying whatever you're saying. Huh? So, what are they co-opting an onlooker's hue assessment level and like? Focus on what needs to be done, and that doesn't let them know anything. Like, what are they supposed to do? People that know the girl, the kid. Who hadn't gone outside? Uh, okay. Your gun's not gonna work. You need to take that helmet off his head first. Ooh, it was co-opting hers. You need to catch up to him, take off the helmet, and then use the gun. Well, yeah, they don't need to take off the helmet as long as there aren't anybody around. Uh, can't see. It's dark. Get him. Get him. Uh, oh, so that was his psychopath. Are they trying to attack him? That's what I thought. Oh, okay. He can fight. No need to see that. Is there going to be an after credit? When this episode started with this guy coming into this, I'm gonna say like a pharmacy or whatever, with the helmet on, and he's like, "Okay, give me this, or I'm gonna kill you." And they didn't, and he killed them. And then their somatic skin was like clear and everything. And I'm like, okay, this is like even more point that the civil system is not working properly. And then when it kept happening, it's the fact that this woman was getting bashed in a public place where there are a lot of people looking on, and none of them, not one person, came to her help. I'm like, what the heck kind of world are you all living in? That there's someone getting killed in front of you, and you're not doing anything. And then they had to give this explanation about they've been living this way for so long that they couldn't believe what was happening in front of them. Are you stupid? I don't care how long you've been living in a system where, everything is controlled by the civil system. You still have to have some kind of sense of right and wrong. And you couldn't see that what was happening in front of you was wrong? Like, really? He just killed her in front of them, and no one did anything. The somatic scan or whatever still said that everything was normal. So I'm like, okay, this has to be another proof that their system is not working. And then when they showed Makishima's sort of like a right hand person that's always like around him or whatever, doing his bidding and everything, when they showed him like recording this and then uploading them, like, okay, clearly Nakashima is involved in this. And then I'm like, okay, so it must be that he's trying to show everyone that the civil is not work, that they shouldn't be relying on it. And I agree at that point of view, just the way he's going about it, just killing people willy-nilly, and clearly he's evil himself. So it's like, although I agree that the system is like flawed, and either they need to like move away from it completely or find a way to like, they need to move away from it completely. But he's just going around killing people, man. And then they were like, okay, this is how the thing is working. Like, if there's anyone around whose hue is like clear and normal and everything, then this mask or whatever is copying that and sort of like relaying that to the civil system, the somatic skin or whatever that's around. So that's how they are going around, not killing people and not being arrested or not have their own hue be registered and everything. So once they figured that out, and then they figured out how, like, at first they went like looked at the victim itself, the woman, and they're like, okay, let's find someone that she knows but hasn't been out there in the world for a while now, because if he was out there and he had like evil intentions, I guess, against them, then the hue would be like really cloudy, so they would get him like immediately. So the fact that they found this guy that hasn't been out of his house for like 2 weeks or something, I think they said, they went in there and then they saw these pictures of her. It's like, okay, clearly this guy is behind it. So because Akane was there, when they used the Dominator, the Dominator registered, like, read out Akane's hue. So once they figured out how it worked, look at me, so intelligent. Once he figured out how it worked, he's just like, okay, now we need to lure this guy into a place where there are no one around, so that his mask doesn't, copy whoever's around. Hugh, right? Crime coefficient, crime coefficient doesn't copy it. So yeah, they lured him someplace else, and because the people that were there were only Kogami and Tomomi, right? He copied Kogami's crime coefficient, and because he wasn't high enough to be killed, he got sort of like stunned, I guess. So yeah, the guy was alive. I was expecting him to blow up until they said that he copied Kogami's thing. So I'm like, okay, it makes sense that he was not, dead. So yeah. And now these guys, there were these other guys that also like used the masks and then went and robbed this armored car, and now I don't know what they were trying to do to Makishima. Were they trying to kill him and keep the mask for themselves and not pay? Like I don't really get why they wanted to kill him, but nah. Makishima clearly is strong. He knows how to fight. He just took them out and then like stuck the thing in the mouth and stuff. Ugh. Oh, they're gonna deal with Makishima, man. Yeah, and then Makishima said something about he told his plan to this person. They didn't actually mention who that person was. And the only person that I know is around Makishima is the other dude that was recording he had a Korean name, it feels like. Choi Go-sung. Yeah, he's the only one that I know is around Makishima, so I don't know if it's him that he's talking to, or if it's maybe the woman from the bureau at the end of last episode. Look, I don't know. So yeah, that's what happened this episode. And if you guys like my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, please subscribe. And if you want to see the next episode right now, you can do so by checking out my patreon.com/and you can also see the phone for this reaction there as well. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.